I don't know about that.
J.K. Dobbins, come on.
I mean, I might
Can't
play him.
go
I don't know
play.
yet.
Can't
We'll
even
see.
go play.
Welcome back, Rellism Raw Sports Talk Friday night, baby, with the fellas. Episode 123. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listen on podcast. Tommy's holding it down with that Facebook page, taking on all comers, collabing with the best. Love for the mama, and definitely love for my mama. Fellas, another week. I see the Steeler hat on, the Dolphin hat on. What's on yours? Is it football, Tommy? Oh shit, Tommy undressing. Let me find out this guy. Oh no!
You ain't seen the football baseball.
Excuse me. Oh, I got a Kobe joint like that with the Dodgers, but that shit's fresh. I like it, Tommy. You always coming through with some old school shit. I like that. Mine. What up, baby?
Something's wrong with my
Good, it was good.
Mr. Fantasy Guru right here, mine down. Doing it so far, baby.
My team doing all right. My team doing all right.
I think your real team might do all right too, the way the Rams look. I don't know. But look, we gonna predict from last year's award winners. We're gonna recap the big game because there's only one game, so we gonna dive all into that. And you know, Tommy's got some Von Miller stuff to talk about. Lamar didn't get his contract today. We're gonna see the ramifications of that. Then we're gonna do some week one picks, performances, players, teams, whatever. And then Keeps boy, I'm gonna get him on here before the end of this episode because I know he ain't gonna be in the second one. But talk about your boy Ginobili going in the Hall of Fame. I don't think people really understand how good Ginobili really
was. Ginobili was a beast, bro, for the Spurs.
He was.
And that left hand.
We ain't talking about him yet. Save that for the end. But we diving into week one of football.
Hey.
Football, fantasy, everything included. Bills and Rams. Tommy, are the Bills just what everybody thinks they are?
I think they're legit.
Good, or the Rams just look that bad?
I really do think the Bills are legit. They played well coming out the gate. We all expected that offense to be hot, but it was the way the defense showed up that really changed people's opinions really fast. Devon coming off the edge changed things. I mean, you're going to hear it a few times tonight. That was and you didn't just hear it from me. The announcers. He's easily the second most mentioned name on the field that night, and that was cool to hear from me to see him make that impact on that first day. So we'll see what the season has as it continues. I mean, they still have to get Tre'Davious White back. This defense gets better. It could be really special. This team's going to be hard to beat. Bills are going to be hard to beat.
Shammond, what you think was your first impression watching the game? I know you took Josh Allen in fantasy with your first round pick, then took Diggs with your second. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was kind of like, damn, he took Josh Allen first round. What? Hey, it looks like it's paying off a little bit right now for you. But as far as the game goes, was it what you expected to see out the gate from them guys or what?
You know, me being a 49er, I really don't like the Rams. So I didn't think the Rams had a chance from the beginning of the game. And I said before the beginning of the game, they're going to lose. And what happened? They lost.
Well, I picked the Bills to win also. But what I'm saying is, Brandon, as far as the depth of the game, did you expected the Rams to look so bad, or did the Bills just make them look that bad?
I mean, I think it's a bit of both. I don't know if the Rams are going to make it to the playoffs, too.
Whoa! I said the same thing. It's because the division is too tough.
It's not just that. Stafford looks a little bit old, man. They lost a lot of pieces. Von Miller's a huge piece to lose. And Buffalo is the best roster in the league, hands down, I think, top to bottom.
In Arizona, listen, Arizona.
You know your division, man. Stop talking about your division, Tommy Jr. Stop. Keith, what'd you think? I mean, we looking at this, and like Tommy said, about White not even being there. You played Allen Robinson, and White wasn't even there.
Yeah, you know that was
Mr. Overrated. So I'm looking at it
and I'm saying, this is your big free agent acquisition, and you're not even there. Was it Stafford with the elbow, shoulder, whatever's going on? Was it like a running game? Was it the pressure of Von Miller? What was it?
I don't think they had time together to build any kind of chemistry yet. Okay. But I just feel like Buffalo's just like is going to come out just blazing this year. They're just on a mission after that heartbreak last year. It's just like when Ray Allen hit that shot when the following year when the Spurs was on a mission and won. I feel like that's how Buffalo is this year.
And you might be right. And that's the things when I look at that, I'm like, it's still Buffalo though. How are they going to handle this adversity? How are they going to handle the pressure of being the best? And I think this is where Von Miller comes in, Tommy's boy. He comes in with rings. He comes in with Super Bowl MVPs. Like Tommy's been preaching all along. I'm going to give him some love right now, Tommy. Is that the reason why Buffalo could get over the hump, Tommy? Because let's say Von Miller wasn't there. You think they'd be the same team?
No, absolutely not.
I'm thinking about locker room and everything.
Oh, no, absolutely not. There was the tight end camp that you hear about, the QB camps that you hear about, all that originated from the pass rusher camp that Von Miller started in Denver. And he's always been that guy. He didn't just lead the team. He led the league. He led the pros. And so I really do think he's made a difference. And everywhere he's went.
I think so too.
I mean, he's a different player.
I think so too.
Should have went one.
Huh?
Should have went one. Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, definitely.
So look, Shammond, since you do have Josh Allen and Diggs on your team, has Josh Allen already sewn up the MVP? Is this what we're going to expect for the rest of the year? I mean, he went out there. It's about the demeanor. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a stat guy. I'm looking at the eye test.
He put up
when
the
I
stats
look at
too.
this guy, when I look at him, he looks like I will devour all of y'all and you can't stop me. What do you think, man?
That's the thing. So we can take stats out of it, but did y'all not see how he stiff-armed that boy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw it.
He's not playing games, and that's why I got him. All right, not that, but he's stiff-arming guys now, like he's Derrick Henry.
Keith picked him to be MVP, so
I
don't know.
got
Keith,
him. Nah,
you feeling good about that pick, ain't you, Keith?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't got him winning MVP, though.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't. So when we look at that, we looked at Diggs and Ramsey. That was a big-time battle, right? Ramsey's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the number one corner. Brandon, I know you don't like Ramsey at all.
I think he's overrated. Yeah.
Diggs destroyed him. Was it Diggs or was it that Josh Allen is just that good putting the ball where it's supposed to be?
It's
Josh Allen was putting the ball
he was
10 for 10. Then he was like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. What do you think, Brandon?
I think it's both. Because he lined up on Gabe Davis.
Every answer going to be both for you?
He lined up on Gabe Davis a few times. Gabe Davis got him too.
Davis did get him.
I think he's overrated. He's not top 2 or 3 to me. Everybody calls him the best.
So you think it's more of Diggs being, not Diggs, Ramsey being on the decline, not Diggs?
I mean, he's good, but he's all they got back there. And without Von Miller and them boys up front,
exactly,
he's got to be out there by something a little bit longer.
And Donald.
Yeah.
So Tommy, we talked about Donald. We saw Donald. He made kind of an impact, but you can tell it wasn't the same not having Von Miller there and having Wagner there instead. And no disrespect to Wagner, he's a Hall of Famer too.
I think, honest, big disrespect to Wagner. That was a bad day for Wagner. Yesterday was a bad day for Wagner.
I mean, but I'm talking about career-wise, dude.
I know, yeah. Yesterday,
you know what I mean? We all get to the bottom of our, of our elite level. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Obviously, Von Miller's got more in the tank than what I thought he did because he wanted to challenge the stronger side of the line. He was on air saying, "No, don't put me over there. Put me over here. He said, I'm trying to enhance my Madden stat." When we get a mindset like that, you're trying to motivate yourself by anything. That's some star stuff right there.
I think he honestly
Jordan stuff. Like, I'm gonna figure out a way to make myself angry to be.
I think with Von, it's that third team. If he can win a Super Bowl with a third team as a starter, he's put himself in a category nobody else is in. And as a defensive player, that's really going to set him. He's a crown chaser, and that is true. That puts him in that MJ category, that Kobe category. He's not after the rings as much as he is.
He ain't.
No, he is, but only because that gets him the title. Of the greatest, of the no argument, of when I walk into the room, this is the man, right. And that's what he wants to be. So,
and I'll co-sign for that because when he was in Denver, he was the man. What was he, number 2 pick behind Cam Newton in the draft? Yeah, and then he wins defense and won player of the game, right? Super Bowl.
Yeah. Super Bowl.
Yeah. Then you go to the Rams and say, no, I'm the piece that's gonna make it, and then you go to the Bills, who had the heartbreaking loss, and I still was kind of worried about them handling that pressure. I'm gonna give you some kudos, Tommy. He might be that guy, yo. He might be that guy. But as far as the Buffalo receivers, Brandon, we saw McKenzie score. We saw Gabe Davis score. We saw Diggs score. Can Buffalo, can they have all these receivers? Can they be fantasy relevant?
Well, I hope Gabe Davis is. I snatched him early.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, can this prolong? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I think you'll see a more Dawson Knox. I just don't think it.
I mean, he didn't do shit for me last night.
No, he didn't do nothing. They didn't even target him.
He keeps talking about Dawson Knox all the time. It was in my ear. I was like, well, I'm gonna go and get him. That shit ain't happening.
He just didn't convert him.
So all three of them are gonna be relevant because McKenzie's still out there.
Yeah, I think so. And I know James Cook got that bad start last night.
Oh, we already talked about James Cook.
And what's his name?
Who's got Singletary? One of y'all's got Singletary.
From the Jets.
Not me.
None of y'all.
I didn't touch Singletary at any
draft. Who's got Cook? One of y'all's got Cook.
I got him in Yahoo.
All right. In the Raw League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So Cook, he goes out there early in the game.
First carry.
But first carry fumbles, and then you don't see him no more. You saw a lot of Zach Moss. So looking at their run game, Singletary, Moss, and Cook. Is it going to be like this all year, Keith? Is it going to be like that all year? Or is somebody going to step up? Or is Cook going to be in the doghouse forever?
Man, their run game is their only weakness on offense. They can't establish a good go-to running back, I feel like, except for Josh Allen.
But they don't really try.
He started running a lot, right?
Yeah.
Tommy, did you worry at all? I mean, I like Josh Allen, and I think he's great for the league. But there was a couple times when he's running the ball, I got kind of nervous, like, dude, stop running the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you feel that way at all? Anybody feel that way at all?
No, he's a big dude. I mean,
he is a big guy, but I mean, I challenge. There's a few teams in the league he can't run. He can't run on because there's a guy on the field that can catch him, that can hit him. You know, there's a few linebackers still.
I look at the running quarterbacks in the league. Most of them can't throw as accurately and arm strength that Josh Allen has.
Yeah, he throws it like a baseball,
go ahead and run. Go ahead and run. This dude can stand back there and not run and throw the ball. So I think at some point, would it be?
If I'm playing him in the regular season, I let him run and I try to hit him and see if that convinces the coaches to pull it back a little bit. But if you're in the postseason, you're going to let that horse gallop. So,
well, since we got Skilla in the house, what up, Skilla?
What's good, fellas?
We had a great, phenomenal fantasy player in Cooper Kupp on the other side. Great for you having Cooper Kupp in fantasy. But, guys, where was anybody else? He's only throwing it to Cooper Kupp. Are we worried about the Rams going forward? Because
that's exactly what I was.
Everybody picked them to win the division. Everybody. Do we still feel confident with that? Because go ahead.
They need to get reps. They'll get reps. They need to get reps. They haven't had any reps. Allen Robinson hasn't had any reps, and Matt Stafford hasn't had any reps with the starting unit. They'll warm up. They'll heat up.
What has Allen Robinson ever done?
Yeah, I think so.
Brandon, go ahead and say that again.
What has Allen Robinson ever done?
I mean, when he was with the Jaguars.
How long? When was that?
Yeah, but that was with a quarterback.
When was that?
He hasn't really had a good quarterback.
I was one of the ones who say that Allen Robinson was going to be one of them sleeper dudes.
I never thought he was
right now,
good.
but I'm with Keith. I think as it goes on, we're going to be better. You know what I mean? So you saw the game, Skilla?
I caught second, third quarter. I didn't get.
Saw Cooper Kupp saw all his points though. But another guy, I know Brandon started this guy, and I was adamantly saying that this guy was going to be a star this year.
Yeah, you
Cam Akers.
Should have known when he went to college.
He was on the field for 12 snaps, 3 carries, no yards. You know what I mean? And with Allen Robinson, but the coach is coming out here. Sean McVay just got his one.
Yeah.
He's talking about he doesn't have enough urgency, accountability when he's on the field. You know what I mean? With or without the ball, he's not competing enough. Then he says Allen Robinson, there was opportunities that just didn't happen. He could have came to life. Tommy, do you think this is good that the coach is out here dogging Cam Akers and Allen Robinson? Because I look at it as dogging.
No, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I think when you're letting these players rest through preseason and you've got that philosophy, you hold them to accountable on week 1. And it scared me to see the way the Rams started out because the Broncos followed the same philosophy, and we didn't play a starter this entire preseason. And man, the rust just looked evident. And
that's what the
he
Seahawks
called,
do to
he
y'all.
called out the ones who looked the most rusty.
Lamar, what do you think? Cam Akers not starting the game, first of all, and not doing anything, not barely getting in the game. Well, how do you feel about that? Because you got a lot, Mitchell and other running backs that could be in that same boat. What do you think?
I really don't feel like Cam Akers. He was a big reason why they won that Super Bowl, and Cam Akers is a good bet. He's a good running back, but why not give him no love? So, like I'm saying, after this year or whatever contract he on, he's gonna be looking for a new place to somebody that appreciates him.
But it's only
Well, it's still the first game. You got,
Yeah, exactly.
first game.
still the first game.
I mean,
we
you
don't
want
know
him to
what
be
to
aggressive
expect
and
out of him.
everything. Give him the ball more than 3 fucking times.
Do we
What up?
think that the coach is
Right.
trying to? You know
That's
how you see referees trying to take over games, like look at me, or umpires like, yeah, strike three, doing all his mannerisms. Do you think McVay's doing that with him, saying, "Oh, he's not blocking enough when he's out there," or whatever?
Nah.
Is he
If
trying
anybody-
to be like that, or is he trying to motivate him?
No, if anybody said anything, it was Brandon. I mean, they gave him the ball 3 times.
So,
And
yeah,
he's a running,
what's he
he's a
supposed to
running
do?
back. They handed the ball to him 3 times. He wasn't warm. He wasn't. And,
Zero
he had
yards.
no
And he
snaps.
said he needs to do more with the carries he gets.
We saw this last year
Yeah,
out of these guys.
I mean,
We saw 3 games out of one back, 3 games out the other back, 2 games out of this back out of the Rams last year.
Chris, did you
I'll
play
say
running
this.
back in high school?
Tommy, your
Yes, I
team ain't
did.
shit.
Chris, I know you played. I mean, Shammond, I know you played some running back too. Can you get warmed up with 3 carries?
Hell no, bro.
That's what,
Hell no.
that's what I'm trying to say.
You need to get that. You need to get those muscles burning, man. And then it's uphill from there, yo. It's not it's you don't get warmed up by a yard run or no blocking.
He had
You get
0 yards.
fucking. That's what I'm saying. You get a yard runner, you in the backfield. How the fuck you supposed to get warm and you ain't getting no reps? And at that, you got to have your line to at least give you that rep. You know what I'm saying?
So it's something else. It's not that. He was doing something else wrong then. He was doing something else wrong. So look,
he must have done something for him not to have played as much as he didn't. There's had to be something on DL.
Wasn't he injured?
No, I think
came
it was
off
that he missed a block or something. I think it was some other stuff going on.
That's probably too. That's probably something
I think
too.
it's
You
McVay
don't want him
making
hurt
excuses.
early in the season.
I think
Brandon, I was wondering if somebody was going to say that. Brandon said making excuses. That's why he got out coached.
Yeah.
Hey, coach, what I do? Got my mom to come to the game, and when she came, what happened? What happened?
What game?
When my mom come to the game,
you scored like 18 touchdowns.
18 touchdowns.
No, I ain't scored no 18 touchdowns, but I scored. I remember. I was eating them a lot because they took Marcus out the game because they said Marcus scored too many touchdowns.
So yeah, that happens sometimes. But look, guys, going back to the fantasy part,
I was going crazy.
Cam Akers, Allen Robinson, James Cook, or Dawson Knox. Who has the better shot to bounce back for the rest of it? Who do you feel the most confidence in, Brandon, to be what you thought they were going to be out of those 4?
I want to say Cam, but I'm going to go Dawson Knox probably.
Really? Why is that?
I think they'll get him involved eventually. I mean, they just gave him this big money. They ain't giving him all this money to do nothing.
I mean, we just saw 3 receivers score, and he ain't do nothing. Keith, what you think?
Allen Robinson.
I think you got him.
No, I'm being optimistic, but I also think that once they start getting in the groove and getting reps with Matt Stafford, they're going to build more of a rapport because they can't just keep going to Cooper Kupp every single time. That's not going to work.
Dude. Tommy, you agree or no?
Dawson Knox, I think, has got the best chance.
I hope y'all right. Let's go.
I do. They've got 2 targets out there figured out in Buffalo. I know McKenzie from Denver. I don't trust him as their 3rd target at all. And I didn't trust Gabe Davis because he's got a heck of a stat line. He's got 4 receptions.
He's gonna do that all year. 4 catches and he'll get a touchdown or a big play. That's what
Dawson.
Nah, Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis.
Diggs eventually will be schemed when he doesn't have the number. The league perceived number 3, number 4 corner won't be on Diggs next week, and we'll see more along the line of what Buffalo will be when they don't have that level of a one-off defender. LA's a very one-off team. They've got Ramsey out there that can put you on an island. There's not
can you put Ramsey on the island?
He got burnt.
Ramsey was
back end help.
Gabe Davis burned him too.
They have no back end help.
They didn't have back end help last year.
Nah,
They
they had
pulled dude off
Weddle.
the street.
They had
They
knowledge.
pulled dude off the street to be a safety.
This year's worse. They had Weddle. Weddle's knowledge.
Yeah, Weddle's gone.
Yeah, that's bad.
So my question is what's the bigger problem? Keith, what's the bigger? No, hold on. Shammond, what's the bigger problem? The Rams' offense or defense?
Defense. They can't protect the offense.
So it's Von Miller. Von Miller's that biggest difference.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying the defense.
Because when I saw, he jumped off the damn screen.
He did. He did.
On the screen. I know, Skilly, you gonna say the defense because you got Cooper Kupp getting you fantasy points. Offensive defense is worse.
If they don't come together, it's gonna be the offense. Period. Point blank.
Do you think it's like Keith said, repetition and getting to know each other, or do you think there's
absolutely, of course, they gotta build, rapport with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon, you don't think the offensive line has nothing to do with anything? That offensive line did not look good. It looked like the Steelers.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Go below 500.
I mean, it did go up against a great defense, but yes, the offense, man. I mean, Odell didn't need the repetition, did he? He stepped right in and looked phenomenal. So maybe it's an Allen Robinson problem, not an Odell problem. But they have no running game.
No, I don't even think he looked at Allen Robinson last night.
He got one catch.
And he went
covered, dude.
And I'm telling you, they were just depending on Kupp last night. They were out of their groove, man.
Why
last
did the
night.
coach
They were Kupp.
Why did the coach say there was opportunities that never got capitalized for Allen Robinson?
Yeah, they were dumping in
he
the zone.
He brought that out like he spit that out of his mouth.
Well,
I say it again. I didn't hear you.
The coach said that Allen Robinson had opportunities, but he didn't cash in on those opportunities.
What opportunity? I never saw him throw the ball.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't run
that's on Stafford.
I don't know what it meant. I don't know.
Maybe he didn't create enough separation.
That's what I'm saying. He did not run
his hands down. He makes it happen, bro.
I don't know. It's all crazy.
McVay just salty trying to make
Speaking of crazy, Lamar Jackson, Tommy's man crash, finally said Friday, if I don't get a contract, I'm not gonna worry about it. And I know we've dove into this a lot, but now that he's not gonna do a contract during this year, who's in the driver's seat, Tommy? The organization or Lamar?
The organization.
Why?
Because they have him for a year. I mean, they have him by the balls for a year. I mean, and they knew it when they started this discussion, and he didn't have an agent that would basically put Lamar's needs before Lamar's wants. Lamar wants to play football, and he's going to play football, and the organization knew that the whole time.
So why would I argue with you all the time saying Lamar needs to go ahead and sign his contract because whatever? You would argue with me
because I think he's that good of a football player, and the organization.
Yeah, but you're not a one-man team.
Right now,
that's
the
not how it
organization
works.
has the advantage because they have him for a year under his current contract. But the hand's not dealt until the contract's signed, and if he plays well this year, he's going to win.
All right, so I'm looking at it. When Watson got his guaranteed money at $230 million, Wilson and Murray were way below that. Obviously, we think it's the guaranteed money is the issue. Herbert and Burrow are due for extensions next year.
Yeah, that looks like.
Is he waiting for this tag to get his $45 million this year? And now, when they get their contracts, he can say, "Go ahead and give me my $250."
I think it's a more right market next year. As far as QBs go, with Herbert and Burrows getting their contracts, Lamar has a better chance of getting a number he's looking for, and he might have angled that.
Brandon, do you agree with that? Because look, Kyler Murray, yeah, we know Lamar won an MVP. We know Burrow went to a Super Bowl, but neither one of us think that either one of them is going to be there no time soon. Kyler Murray right now got his guarantee 189. Did they put the market back in perspective, or do you agree with Tommy that it's going to go way above?
I don't think Lamar's getting all of that, and Baltimore, not from Baltimore.
Nope.
Look at the way he played. Would you give him that? I like Lamar, but I'm not giving a dude who plays reckless, gets hurt all the time.
Thank you, G. Thank you, because that's what I was gonna say.
I'm not giving him that much money.
He is a one-man team when he's out there. He doesn't know how to stay in the fucking pocket.
Period. Well, they don't put a team around him. So look, I'm gonna ask
you. You right on that.
What about Saquon? Is his hero all of a sudden, Keith?
Your
backup quarterback's your hero, and Shammond got a backup quarterback too. So Huntley is there as a backup, and he is wanted by many teams.
Huntley?
That plays a role in the organization's decision not to give him all that money?
Possibly, but I think it's more the thing is like they don't have 100% faith in him. They don't trust him.
Why don't they
Huntley
trust
throws
him?
a better ball.
He's not Lamar
He won
Jackson.
an
That's why.
MVP.
He's not a Lamar Jackson. He doesn't have Lamar's speed.
So did
No, I'm
Cam
talking about
Newton.
Lamar. He's saying the organization don't
Yeah,
have faith in
yeah,
Lamar.
not in Lamar.
Why not?
Outside of
I just
What
feel like
does
they.
Lamar Jackson
I
have to
feel
do?
like he's a high risk. I think they feel like he's a high risk as far as injury and the way he plays.
And has he won a
absolutely.
playoff
That's
game?
another RG3.
nah, man, you can't say Cam.
I
Newton,
won't go that far, but I agree with your sentiment with that. You know what I'm saying?
outside
So-
Von Miller. He was the draft pick of that draft.
Oh, here we go with this Von Miller shit. But I mean, he showed up. I can't argue with that. It's your mom.
Oh man.
What's up?
He says he's asleep.
I ain't sleep.
Hey man, where your camera at?
This guy, whatever.
My
Anyway,
camera right here.
so
Nah,
Tommy,
man.
Tommy, I'm gonna come to you first, Tommy.
All right.
Let's say he plays well.
Killer, your
They
ass
make the
be
playoffs,
lit.
whatever. One round and lose like he usually does. He gets his $45 million for a franchise tag. If they don't give him another contract extension, what do you think's best interest for him?
To sit. If they go to contract,
Oh,
yeah,
now
if
he
they-
sits.
Yeah. If they go to contract extensions on 1 year grabs that aren't, you can sit. You can sit
But why not sit now?
because you'll force the trade. You're forced to trade at that point. They're going to have.
So
to trade.
what? If he does force a trade, don't you think another team's gonna pay him that $200 million?
No, right? He's established value. He's established.
I hear a lot of TV
$5
noise.
million. Right now, his value is established at a rookie level. We're estimating his value at something else. Once he said, "Hey, that they've offered me, look at this, a franchise tag saying $45 million." He's established his value. Sit down and tell the league, this is what I'm worth. Give it to me over 4 years and guarantee it.
Brandon,
Yeah.
what do you think this is gonna be? What do you think the end result's gonna be with this whole thing? I put 3 people on there. I put Kirk Cousins because he built my organization.
They might do that. Franchising
And
2
he
years
wound
in
up
a
getting
row.
a big contract. Or Aaron Judge, where the Yankees didn't pay him that little bit they could have to sign him now. And I think he's going to leave. Or is it Dak Prescott, who he had family members arguing, saying he hates the Cowboys, but he wanted to get this money, so he stayed. So you think he's going to deal with all this bullcrap and stay like that? Or he's going to say, yeah, y'all did me wrong and leave like Aaron Judge? Or he's going to say, you know what, I'll count on myself for the next 2 years and go get a contract somewhere else.
Well, if he does the latter, he's an idiot.
Right.
The man needs to hire an agent. Bottom line, talk some sense into him to take whatever deal they offer. I'm sure it's plenty of money and it's good enough.
I agree. What do you think?
This is the part of the organization that I fucking hate the most. Is that it's all about fucking money, man.
My favorite part.
I think that
Only
eventually
limit we have
he's
to
going
the
to
talent.
cave and he's going to sign what contract he can get.
No, he ain't signing any contract he can get. That's the
No,
problem.
I'm saying
They're
he's
offering
going
him contract.
to. He's going to eventually. He's going to.
Eventually?
Yes.
With who, Keith? With who?
With Baltimore. No, I mean Baltimore will sign him.
When?
It might not
What
be
if he
this
comes
year.
out and
but
can't be
shits
this
the
year.
bed, dude?
He said he won't do a deal now after Friday.
Yeah. So eventually he's going to have to sign. He's going to have to sign with them, or they're going to keep him forever, like the Redskins did.
You can
Cousins.
only do it for 2 years, dude. So it can't be forever.
But now,
Hey, that could be forever the way he plays.
listen,
It could be
before we
never
end
the
up-
way he plays. It might be never. He might not get nothing the way he plays.
I mean, what if he comes out and gets
$45
benched
million.
because of his performance this year?
Andrew
What's that?
Luck could come out. Andrew Luck could come out right now and get $30 million.
You know what?
Yeah,
We're all
nobody
cares.
You're saying that, Tommy, you're saying that because we will never be in the situation that he's in. But if you actually look at being that person with all this money that you can have guaranteed for right now, forever, and then one injury away, they can say, nah, bro, get the hell out. That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Yep.
Like Brandon
to
said,
me,
that's
it's crazy.
stupid. Get an agent. And if you got to get $190 million, $1, whatever, $1 million more than Kyler Murray, cool. So what? You
I
better
don't
go
know
get that
why.
190 and shut the hell up and go.
To me, it's just greed. Why would you not
It is.
take that? That's just ridiculous.
But he doesn't even
Like-
have an agent, so it has to be his camp being like that. His camp.
Y'all
He
heard me?
just can't.
All right, look,
His
we
Like
got.
his
mom.
I don't
mama
know
in
who's
his
in his
ear,
camp.
like, nah, honey, you work too thin.
Somebody
I mean,
they
who's
too
in
bright.
AI's camp? Who's in
I mean-
LeBron's camp? Who's in everybody's camp?
Bunch of
You know,
morons.
LeBron,
Yeah.
the team
But
that
listen.
lost the 2004
Yo, I'm worth
Olympics,
40 million.
the 2004 Olympics that was lost with Captain LeBron and Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade. Yeah, they lost to Argentina and Manu Ginobili, who is a Spurs. So, Keith, your boy's going in the Hall of Fame. He was picked 57th. He's the lowest ranked player to make the Hall of Fame. Second to last drafted player. First ballot Hall of Famer. I didn't think he would be at first ballot, but he is. 4-time champion. I told you about Argentina leading them to the goal. EuroLeague champion. Tell me something about Manu Ginobili that you will remember. That one of your highlights.
I mean, he was.
Don't say nothing against the
he
Lakers.
was-
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just waiting on it.
Nah, dude, I just remember him coming up clutch in the playoffs, man.
Against the Pistons
Like, and
and
I
the
remember-
Cavaliers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just in general. Like, I mean, just all the
Sweeping
time.
us
He,
and shit like it.
I mean, just he was like really. He seemed really. A lot of times he was reckless. He would frustrate me sometimes, and plus he was. He was a legend in his country, man. Like he was Kobe in Argentina.
Hey, man. Hey,
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of the reason
Wash
why.
your
He,
freaking
Nah,
mouth
that's
out,
crazy.
dude.
That's my question.
What?
Man.
He
was the
Glass
Kobe
of
of
Glass.
Argentina.
He was Stephon
Yeah,
Starberry.
Kobe.
He was the Kobe. He was the Kobe of Argentina. I'm not saying he was Kobe. I'm saying he was the Kobe for Argentina. That's how they looked at him.
Well, they must
So,
not
I
have
mean-
any fucking highlights in Argentina.
Hey, they actually beat the USA. I mean,
Kobe
like you
wasn't on that
said,
team. Kobe wasn't on that team. Your boy Tim Duncan was there. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and those guys, and Allen Iverson. They had to come get Kobe the redeemed team to come win, baby.
yeah. I bet. Yeah, like I said, I'm not calling him Kobe. I'm saying he was what Kobe is.
Battles with Kobe. Is he a first ballot?
Did you think he was gonna be a first ballot, Key?
That's what I want to.
I never thought that. But it's probably got a lot to do with the Argentina thing.
Glory hiking him a little bit, honestly.
No, I think
Because he
nailed
was.
it.
I mean,
It was Argentina.
he wasn't just a good.
Yeah.
And no, I wouldn't.
European.
He was a good player.
European
he was great
player.
against Kobe. He
I
was
think
great
he's a
against
European player. Whatever. Is he better than Dirk? European?
Kobe. No.
Is Dirk the best
Yeah.
European basketball player ever?
Luke is going to be.
Dirk's the best.
Take me to the store.
Y'all can say that
Three
right
is
now.
our-
But Giannis
maybe-
is gonna be the
Oh
best.
no, man! That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
tough
I mean,
one.
yeah.
That's tough.
All right, while we got Skilla on
DJ
here right now,
Turner
and
and
I'm gonna ask this
Skyhook
real quick.
or
Skilla,
But
you are playing Dion right now. You got Singletary with 7 points, Cooper Cup with 27. How you feeling?
I think after yesterday's game, Cooper Cup made up a lot of those points that I wouldn't even lie. He was only projected 16 points. So I think with Cooper Cup's performance, he really made up some of those points that I missed out on with Singletary. He fucked me up. But either way, I feel good, man. Singletary, sorry. My bad.
I wanted
But,
to say something
nah,
to Shammond
I
about
feel
his
good.
game with Brandon, but
I still feel good.
Out somewhere.
So
Brandon, you yeah, Skilla. I mean, good luck, man. Good luck. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? You had big leagues against me, and then I wound up bringing home the hardware. You know what I'm saying?
who's that I'm playing in the ESP in our big league?
What's the name?
FFF league.
What is it? Snot Monster? What?
Oh, you
Austin.
you got them.
Oh, that's Nick. That's Nick.
Nick Halls.
Nick Halls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brandon, you down a lot to Shammond right now.
Yeah.
You got 0 to Acres. Shammond, you think
Florida
this game's
State
over,
and
Shammond?
Seminole.
Oh
I think
yeah.
this thing's over.
Is it
I'm
over,
playing with
Shammond?
them, yeah, they're done. They're done. They're
Why
dead.
don't you bet Brandon $5?
I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly feel good.
Yeah.
I'm not that concerned.
Brandon, you feel good that you can come back and win?
I got a goose egg that fucked me up.
Yeah, it did.
And he
But
had
you can
two
win,
great
though.
performances.
And he's got
that
two-
might be his only two great
You
performances.
got a minus
ever.
10, and he got 2 plus 10. That's going to be hard to overcome.
Well, who do you got
that
that's
is
on
a
your
minus-
team,
you're a
Brandon, that you
minus
think's
seven.
I think
gonna
Jalen
win?
Hurts can match that performance.
Ooh. Don't you got somebody with him?
AJ Brown.
So you got AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, just like he had the same combo.
Cortland Sutton.
He's gonna be injured. He's gonna be injured.
You're gonna need Jamar Chase hit like almost.
Jamar Chase, Cortland Sutton.
Yo, Shammond, if you lose this game, Shammond, we're gonna tear into your ass. Just like and Shammond, stop trying to offer these bogus ass trades to everybody. I'm gonna get to the next episode. I'm gonna get to the next episode. I know you'll be passed out somewhere, but you gave Tommy Russell Wilson on his whack ass team.
Man,
we're gonna talk about that on the next one when we do the fantasy stuff. When we do the fantasy stuff.
Back in return.
I don't want to hear that.
Saved your season, bro.
That shit's horrible.
Trade away Diggs.
That shit's horrible.
But I told Tommy he wasn't getting Josh or Diggs.
Well, nobody wants them.
I would have taken Diggs. I was looking for. My first trade involved Diggs. I think I offered him Hopkins for Diggs.
Pete, you happy with Mitch?
We would have vetoed that shit.
Pete, how much pressure is Mitch Trubisky under?
I mean, he's under some pressure.
Could he lose his job if he doesn't perform well in week 1?
No.
Possibly. I mean, when they go back to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's going to want Pickett in there bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Against who?
I think it's the Patriots.
Still, that's a boo-boo. That might be like 3-0 and shit. What the fuck?
Hey, we gonna beat Cincinnati though.
I wouldn't be.
You want to bet?
I wouldn't be shocked.
No, I don't bet.
Oh, I was gonna say, let me get the sticky notes out this month. They gonna lose.
Nah, but I'm feeling good, man.
No. I think Chris's boys have a better chance to upset
Tennessee
than your boys.
I do too.
I hope Barkley does it.
You got Barkley?
And ESPN.
I think I got Barkley and
I got DeAndre Swift in the Yahoo.
I did too.
How
y'all doing in ESPN league? We only got a minute left, so how y'all doing in ESPN league?
I got
everybody's in it but Shammond's.
I got Gabe Davis last night, so I'm all right.
I ain't had nobody yet, but my team is hurt.
I'm playing Kev, so
I'm gonna start Kadarius Toney at receiver.
Oh, you like Kadarius Toney?
That's my starting receiver.
Wow, y'all don't about him.
Him and Drake London are my 2 starting receivers.
Ooh, that's your 2.
I didn't get the draft forever in that draft, yo.
Who's your running back?
That was me.
My running back's Joe Mixon and Tien and Brees Hall.
Your team sucks, dude. What the fuck?
Well, because I couldn't draft.
That's your team sucks ass. You supposed to be the defending champion. That shit's boo-boo.
Yeah, because of that bullshit way the draft was.
Because you took 2 starting quarterbacks back to back. That's why
I know, and that was bullshit. That was an accident.
Well, trade me one.
Still shocking.
I'm running with Kyler this week, though.
Me too. I'm gonna tell you on the next episode about Kyler Murray. Tommy, what do you think about your team? ESPN.
My ESPN league is tight. It's a good squad.
What's the score right now? 0-0 or what?
0-14. Angel. I'm playing Angel. He had Dawson Knox.
We took Tom Brady in the first round.
All right, fellas. We under a minute to go. Rellism Sports episode 123 part 1 is finishing. Whoever comes back for the next episode, we're doing last year's award winners, the rest of the fantasy matchups, and then sleepers, and the rest of the big time storylines. And they're gonna do the tournament in basketball. Did y'all see that with the dates? It's crazy, but I kind of like it when they're doing the dates. We'll talk about it next episode. Thank y'all, fellas. Chris, Shammond, Brandon, Keith, Tommy, thank y'all, man. Love y'all. Appreciate it.
Mad love, yo.
Whoever's coming back, I'll see y'all in a minute.
All right.
All right, bro.